Welcome everyone to Westwood High School here. Your home for Leander Lions, the SHN Sports. The Lions visit the Westwood Warriors here in 13-6A action. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back after the Coach Grissom interview and a word from our sponsors. Again, you're listening to SHN Sports, the home of Lion baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome, everybody. I'm Chuck Kracy with SHN Sports, your home for Leander Lions baseball. We're here at Westwood High School, where the Lions are going to take on the Westwood Warriors. Coach, who do we have on the mound tonight?
We're going to start Adam Alexis on the mound tonight. Adam was really good last time out against McNeil. Kind of had some bad luck there. Didn't give up a lot of hits. Hopefully he'll be able to command that fastball a little bit better. But like I said earlier, his ability to control 3 pitches in the strike zone has really blossomed here in the last month or so. So we're excited about Adam. We're excited about seeing what he can do tonight.
It's not a shock, but it's a pleasant surprise how well he's pitched.
Yeah, you know, he did not have that command that I was talking about earlier in the year through the scrimmages and the tournaments. But you know, we had some injuries with Garrett and Major there, so we're like, heck, let's give Adam a shot and see what happens. And he made the most of it that night against Hendrickson. And look at us now, and he's doing well. And
he stepped up every time.
Yeah, he sure has. He sure has.
Each time you give him the ball, he has a pretty good outing.
For
so
sure.
Now in that McNeil game, he didn't get as much run support as we've seen over the last couple of games, and the batters are really starting to crank out the hits. Talk about your lineup tonight, what we can expect.
Yeah, you look up and down our lineup. You start with Noel at the top, and you have Luke at the bottom, and they're our 2 best hitters. You know, with some of the numbers that we're producing. So you know, we have some guys in the middle there that have been streaky. They'll get hot and they'll get hot and cold. So we're looking for that. We'll see if we can't put it all together one big time right here against Westwood. But I like our lineup. We got speed at the top, we got thump in the middle, and we got feisty at-bat guys at the bottom. So pleased with what we're putting together right now.
Well, I've said it before. You like your odds no matter who you're against with this squad.
No doubt, no doubt. Very complete team and our ability to play all 3 phases.
Now, it's good they're starting to hit on all cylinders. We're going down the stretch here, looking to try to make a run at a playoff spot. You know, we probably might need a little help, but who knows? This district is crazy.
You know, take care of business. You know,
all you can do is play who's on your schedule.
And we're worried about Westwood tonight, and we're going to do what we can to get on top tonight and do our best. And you know, you start watching and looking at the standings and all those kind of things will kind of make you crazy. So you just got to focus on trying to play.
Well, it's going to shake itself out no matter what. All you can take
will.
care of is what's in front of you.
But
now,
hey, Chuck, before you go any further, I just want to say I used to work here at Westwood. I was the varsity assistant for years at Westwood, and got to coach under head coach Bart Bratcher, who I think I would be remiss if I didn't mention all the great things he's done for me in my career, in my life, for my wife and our family. Bart was a big supporter of mine and decided to give me a chance to be a varsity.
That's awesome.
A varsity assistant coach. I was a pretty young man at the time. So
do you know what years was that? What year range?
I probably how old was I? I was probably 26, 27 years old.
What are we talking? 15, 18
years
ago?
Yeah, 15 years ago or so.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, about 20 years ago, I used to live in that apartment right over there. So I'd walk over here and watch a game or two.
I probably was out here for sure.
So okay, Coach. Well, good luck tonight. You know, go get them and go Lions.
Go Lions. Thanks, Chuck.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck. Thank you for listening to SHN Sports. We'll be right back. The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions! Welcome everyone to Westwood High School. That was the interview with Coach Grissom pregame. I just want to mention we had a podcast last night at Guaco Taco. I want to thank those folks out there at Guaco Taco. They hosted us very, very nicely. We had plenty of food, plenty of fun. And if you've never been to one of the two Guaco Taco locations, I'll recommend the one at Crystal Falls in Lakeline for you Leander folks. Make sure you get out there and support those guys. I spoke to the owner, and they are very interested in supporting local sports, and so we need more of those kinds of businesses in our area. And I would ask that you go out to Guaco Taco and support those guys, as they did a great job hosting us last night. And if you didn't get a chance to come out to Guaco Taco, or you missed the live stream, you can go to my Twitter page at Kracy Train and click on the link and view that. Of course, you're going to want to watch tonight's 13-6A action. Mark, what do we have here in terms of what do you want to go with first? You go ahead.
Well, let's go through the Division 13-6A standings. I know you were talking with Coach Grissom about the playoff hunt, and it's a little tight in the middle right now. Round Rock right now is 10-1. They're in first place. Stony Point is 7-4. They're in second place. Hendrickson is 7-4 in third place. Then you have Vista Ridge at 7-6. Cedar Ridge at 6-5, McNeil at 6-5, and Leander at 5-8. Then following them, Vandergrift and Westwood. So, I mean, 3 games left here for Leander. If they win the final 3 games, then they're going to be 8-8, right? And then the other teams are playing each other, and you never know what's going to happen. Top 4 make the playoffs, so they have a shot here.
Well, and that's what we were talking about. I mean, it's going to shake itself out. It's a highly competitive district. We've watched some of the teams that you would consider on the bottom just on rankings compete and sometimes beat the teams at the higher end of the spectrum. The Lions, having knocked off Hendrickson, had a pretty good game against Round Rock. Were unable to play any runs, but that was a close game. They should have beaten Stony Point, one of the top teams in the district, and had split there. And they did split with Vista. So
yep.
Just a couple of spots out of a playoff opportunity here for Leander baseball. And, you know, as we said, you got to win the one in front of you before you worry about what everybody else is doing. And Coach Grissom said you can, really get in your own head if you spend too much time watching those standings shake out. You just kind of have to do what you can do to control what's in front of you, and then everything else will work itself out.
Yeah, and they only have 3 games left. Some of the other teams have 5 games left. So there's still a little play after Leander finishes, next Tuesday, pending weather this weekend, and
right.
We'll see what happens. But 3 games left right now. They have Westwood tonight, then 2 against Vandergrift.
Well, and we may end up with one of those. Is there a bye week at all in district? Or so those games are coming next week, correct? So we may end up with a 3-game week here to end the regular season like we had here this week. And it was, throwing the podcast and another couple of events that I've been to. It's been a busy week. So
yeah.
It is a nice evening. The clouds rolled in. It was about 85, 89, somewhere in that range when I got here. Sunny. I was sweating, and now it's like, I'm glad I brought my hoodie.
Yeah, I brought the same thing as well. I had to go back out to the car because get over here, it's a great day, kind of warm and nice, and now with a little overcast, it's a little cool out here, and the breeze is blowing, and we can smell some of that crawfish boil that's coming from the softball area, and it smells pretty good sometimes when that wind is blowing right over here.
It smells fantastic. In fact, if it wasn't for acid reflux, I would probably have 2 plates in front of me right now, but it's one of those things. I'd like to be at home when I eat a bunch of crawfish because I might need to hit the Tums bottle. So, Plus, you got to have a beer or two, and you can't really have that out here. So,
well, you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Well, that would be against state law.
That's right. You're not supposed to.
So, highly illegal. Let's go to the lineups real quick, Mark.
All right, real quick. For Leander.
You want to let the PA do it? Or?
Yeah, we can let them go, and then I'll follow up afterwards if it doesn't pick it up on the microphone.
Wonderful.
Batting fourth, number 2, center fielder Noah Kellum. Batting fifth, third baseman.
I think you're going to have to do the lineups, Mark. We're getting all the fans clapping here on the Leander side, but we're not really getting the PA, so you can go ahead and run through the lines order here if you'd like.
Yeah, Lions wearing the red jerseys, white pants, as you can see on the camera. If you can't, then as you're listening. Starting in leadoff, number 7, Noel Salazar playing shortstop. Batting second, number 1, Omar Hernandez in left field. Batting third, number 14, Hudson Ruin at first base. Batting fourth, number 2, Noah Kellum in center field. Batting fifth, Anthony Beltran at third base. Batting sixth, number 12, Clayton Maddox behind the plate. Batting seventh, Austin Franco as a designated hitter for the pitcher tonight, Adam Alexis. Batting eighth, number 13, Ryan Gallagher, who is in right field. And batting ninth, number 3, Luke Wilkins at second base.
Yeah, Coach had mentioned in his pregame how the lineup is sandwiched with its 2 best hitters, one at the 1 spot and one at the 9 spot.
Yep, both of them have done a great job, and we'll talk about that tonight. For the Westwood Warriors, they're wearing the burnt orange color tonight with the white pants. Batting leadoff, number 18, Jack Brinson in center field. Batting second, number 2, Will Clithrow at second base. Batting third, number 9, Ian Cox, who's a designated hitter for the starting pitcher, number 10, Peter Fagan. Batting fourth, number 12, Mason Flood at first base. Then number 7, Peter Dyer at catcher. Number 8, Kyle Clements in right field. And then batting 7th through 9th, number 21, Matthew Gula at third base. Number 16, Colton Smith in left field. And number 3, Tate Joint at shortstop.
We're getting ready to get underway here at Westwood High School. You're listening to SHN Sports, home of the Leander Lions. I just wanted to mention during the pregame, Coach Grissom mentioned how he got his first varsity coaching gig here at Westwood. And, I've been to a few games here. I used to live in the neighborhood. And the skyline has really changed. This used to be a really cool little field in terms of what you see in the outfield. But now you see flyovers and big, tall buildings everywhere. And Austin's just really growing out here in the northwest quadrant of the city. And this is Williamson County, part of that big District 13-6A with all of the big Williamson County schools. And I think McNeil and McNeil's in Williamson County as well. One of the schools is actually in Travis County.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking at the field here, it has changed quite a bit over the years. And, just looking at the dimensions here, it's 310 down the left field line and right field line with the big green monster out there in the center field. So pretty short to the corners if you can, get it up and over that fence. The fence is a little bit taller out here than some fields to make up for the distance, but it's still pretty short.
Well, and the wind's blowing a little bit in and across the field from the south to the north, kind of. You can see the American flag there near the scoreboard. It's blowing a little bit to the side, but we can feel the breeze hitting us as well. So it's I guess that direction is not really south to north. It's more east to west, and we're just getting a piece of it here.
Yep.
So we're getting ready to start here. Noel Salazar coming to the plate. Starting pitcher for the Westwood Warriors tonight, as Mark mentioned, is Peter Fagan. And so we'll get underway here shortly. So Salazar will dig in here to face Fagan to begin tonight's ball game. First delivery from Fagan on the outside corner, strike one. Well, Salazar's seen that fastball. Now let's see if he can do something with it here. Second delivery from Fagan. Fouled off by Salazar. He saw it. He got a piece of it. Just a little bit late on it, Mark.
Yeah, he's been pretty aggressive here at the plate. Leadoff. He is looking for a fastball down the middle, which is, what a lot of pitchers throw on that first pitch, try and get ahead. A lot of times the batter will take the first pitch. But, he's been aggressive so far, 0-2 count.
And he goes down swinging, though. That's all right. You like the aggression there at the plate. It's a long ball game, obviously. And so the Lions will have one out here. Coming to the plate now will be Omar Hernandez. Hernandez playing left field tonight. You like to see Hernandez out in the outfield. He's an excellent defensive outfielder, and he's pretty good at the plate as well.
Yep.
So the right-hander will dig in here to face Fagan, a lefty, and Fagan's first delivery is hammered to center field by Hernandez. He was swinging right away, but it's going to get up right under the center fielder, and he'll make the catch for out number 2 here in the line first. And we get a little Price is Right sound effect from the PA.
Yeah, first 2 batters go down swinging, which is great. They were being aggressive. That's what you need to do against this Westwood team. So, coming up now, Hudson Ruin.
Yeah, we'll see what Ruin can do here against Fagan. First delivery is going to be a strike. He took a little off of that one.
Yeah, that was his first breaking pitch that he's thrown tonight.
So we got an 0-1 count to Ruin. Fagan delivers. Ruin chasing that ball. And it's an 0-2 count. I accidentally scored that first one a ball. That one fouled off by Hudson.
Yeah, right towards your truck.
Yeah, of course. That might have hit it, actually. It's a really difficult place to find a good parking space here. It's an older stadium, one of the older schools in the district, not as old as Round Rock. And Ruin goes down looking for out number 3, and we'll move to the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, before we go on break, if you're driving over, listen to the broadcast. There are a couple spots about 20 feet from us that you can park on the street. I wouldn't recommend it. Other than that, you may have to walk quite a distance, so plan on that.
We'll be right back. Leander Lion Baseball on SHN Sports. The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions! Welcome back to the Westwood High School. Almost gave us the diamond at Leander. We were there the last game, but we're here at Westwood High School where the Lions went down 1-2-3 in the first inning to Peter Fagan. On the mound for the Lions, we have sophomore right-hander Adam Alexis, who's had a pretty good season so far here in District 13 6A.
Yeah, he's done a good job, moving up from JV. They had talked about him maybe being on varsity before the season, but they moved him down, let him get a few starts, and he came in and pitched lights out that first game. Did really well the second game and a little bit off the last game, but hey, you can't expect to be great, running on all cylinders every game, but he's done a really good job overall. Even the last game that he was a little off, he did really well, just pitching and getting the ball over the plate.
There were only a couple of moments in that game where the Lions gave up some runs. The problem in that game where there wasn't much run support, and you run up against that when you're playing the Round Rock Dragons. And typically Westwood's one of those better teams, but this season they're down a little. Okay, this is the song that Elvis Andrews chose to come out to. First delivery from Alexis's strike. Beautiful pitch there to open up the Westwood half of the inning. 0-1 count. Alexis starts his windup. That pitch outside, count will even up.
2 breaking balls to start off the game.
He's really found an accuracy with those pitches that, according to Coach Grissom, he didn't really have during the tournament time. But he's found it, and he continues to deal the baseball well from the bump here, not only early in this game, but throughout 13-6A play. So.
Nice high fastball right there for a swinging strike.
So it's a 1-2 count to Jack Brinson. Alexis winds and delivers. Got a fly ball. It's going to get into the stands over here. Everybody gets out of the way, and somebody's car's about to get hit. No, it went between
right
two
in
cars.
between.
Shocking. Well, you gotta think your lucky stars every once in a while, right? So the count is still 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Brinson. Alexis winds and delivers. Pitch high. The count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. No outs.
Yeah, watching Brinson at the plate, he's crowding the plate, choking up on the bat a little bit with 2 strikes. You see him right up on that line right next to the plate.
Seems like they're trying to maybe get in
to
his head a little early, the sophomore, but he strikes out Brinson swinging. Great job. He really went right after him.
Yeah, at that point, if they're crowding the plate that close, which I know what he's trying to do is trying to either get hit by the pitch or get a walk or, look for something over the middle. But good job by Alexis throwing the, low fastball kind of on the inside part of the plate where Brinson couldn't really extend his arms and he was behind that pitch. Strikeout.
So Will Clitheroe will step in. He's the second baseman for Westwood, and the first delivery from Alexis is inside for a ball. Trying to back him off a little bit, he's not quite as tight on the plate as Brinson was, but still pretty close. That one inside. Beautiful pitch, man. The glove is popping.
Yep. Yeah, he's bringing a little more velocity tonight.
It's a 2-0 count. Looks like the sophomore's feeling pretty good so far. Clitheroe digs in. Alexis delivers. Strike. It's a 1-2 or 2-1 count rather. Alexis is dealing pretty quickly. Clitheroe swinging on that delivery. Couldn't catch up to it. It's a 2-2 count. We apologize for the wind. We're outside tonight. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. We'll try to cover our mics as best we can. Alexis strikes him out, and he knew it. He walked right off the mound. That's out number 2 here in the Warriors' second.
Yeah, 2 strikeouts, 2 batters.
Yeah, he's feeling it. I mean, he had a couple of balls there that he tried to pitch around a little bit, but when he went after him, he got strikes and 2 strikeouts here early. So stepping to the plate now is going to be number 9, Ian Cox. He's the DH for the starter tonight, Peter Fagan. Alexis winds and delivers the first pitch. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. They always say it's in the dirt, but it's really sand.
Yeah, Cox was on 4 times last game, 3 walks, and was hit by a pitch last time at bat.
Yeah, and that was that excellent outing by senior Ryan Gallagher where the Lions got the W by a score 7-5 against this Warrior team. That was earlier this week on Tuesday. Lions won on Monday night as well. Looking to string 3 wins in a row here if they can get a victory tonight. 1-0 delivery. Strike. The umpire a little delayed on his call. I think Alexis is working faster than the umpire is.
Yep. Yeah, he's not wasting any time. They're getting in the box. He's getting his sign, and he's going.
1-1 count. That one slapped to Salazar and makes a nice play with the glove and gets the throw to Ruin for the side. We'll move to the top of the second inning. We're scoreless. Stay tuned here on SHN Sports, your home for Leander Baseball. We'll be right back. The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Andy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions!
This is Coach Grissom, and you're listening to Leander Lion Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back to Westwood High School here. We're getting ready to start the top of the second inning. Coming to the plate for the Lions is going to be Noah Kellum. He'll be followed by Anthony Beltran and then Clayton Maddox here as we open the second inning. And since they move Kellum from the 2 spot to the 4 spot, he's really been slugging the ball.
Yeah, he has. And with his speed, he's almost like a leadoff batter here anyway.
Well, and when you go down 1, 2, 3 in the first, you might as well have your cleanup guy be able to run as well. That first delivery outside for a ball, a little bit low as well. It's a 1-0 count to Kellum, who's not afraid to walk.
No, he's got quite a few this season.
He's very selective at the plate. Delivery high. It's a 2-0 count. Fagan delivers the 2-0 pitch. It's low, ball 3. So Kellum looking to get that easy bag.
Yeah, 3-0 pitch. Probably won't be swinging here. Nope.
And it's a strike, of course, because you got to come down the middle if it's 3-0 unless you're intentionally walking someone, and then you don't have to throw those pitches. You just ask for it. 3-1 delivery, and the count is full now as Kellum looks at 2 strikes. Back to back. Nobody on. Fagan delivers the payoff pitch, and Kellum is on with a walk. And that was pretty tight, but it was a little bit high in this out of the strike zone, and so Kellum's on first.
Yeah, catcher thought it was a strike. He was about to throw down to third base, and Kellum was trotting to first. We were waiting for the umpire.
Yeah, I think both of them, Kellum thought it was a walk and the catcher thought it was a strike, and they both reacted in such a way. And so that'll bring up Beltran here with a runner on, nobody out. Top of the second inning. First delivery from Fagan's outside, ball 1. And again, the Lions are just trying to control what they can control here. Fagan delivers. That's a base hit by Beltran, and it gets to the wall there almost to left field. And Kellum's in easy, and Beltran's got a double.
Yeah, nice job by Beltran going the opposite way, driving it over the third baseman's head out into left field. Almost rolled to the wall. The left fielder, Colton Smith, able to pick it up and throw it in, but stand-up double for Beltran, and Kellum standing at third. Yeah, good opportunity here for Leander with Maddox up. He's been doing a lot of bunting this year. See if he does it here, and he does.
And he lays down a nice one. And there's a fumble. Fagan fumbles the bunt catch, and they're going to say Maddox is out. Beltran will get to third, and, of course, Kellum scored as Fagan had a little trouble with that one.
Yeah, it's like the third or fourth time we've seen a bunt go back to the pitcher, and they're having trouble just fielding that ball. I think they're trying to, make the play at home plate, but they seem to bobble it quite a bit. I think he probably would have had a shot at home plate. It was a hard bunt right back to him, but, he bobbled it, picked it up, made a strong throw to first base. First baseman Mason Flood had to leave the bag and then try to put his foot back on, and they called him out, but great job by Maddox getting that run in. He did his job.
And it looks like we have an injured player, so we'll take a quick break here on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Welcome back. We're ready to get going again. Stepping into the batter's box is going to be Austin Franco. Takes a strike on the first delivery from Fagan. Franco's got a runner down at third, and that's Beltran with one out, and an opportunity to get an RBI here for Franco. And he gets aluminum on the ball. It's going to be a fly ball. It's in the infield, and the shortstop able to get over and make that play for the second out of the Lions second. And we'll move to the next hitter in the batting order, and that's going to be Ryan Gallagher, who's playing right field. Getting an opportunity in the field here tonight.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of bats for Gallagher, doing a lot of job pitching, but on those other nights he's been in right field the past couple of nights, so good to see him at the plate here.
Takes a strike on the first delivery from Fagan. It's an 0-1 count here with 2 outs, runner on third. A real opportunity here for Gallagher to get him an RBI. Pitch right down the middle, strike 2, 0-2 count. So Gallagher's seen it now. He's got to go after it. 0-2 delivery from Fagan outside for a ball, 1-2 count. And Fagan trying to get Gallagher to chase one, knowing he probably hadn't had a whole lot of at-bats this season. 1-2 delivery. Gallagher gets a piece of it. It's a good thing he did, because that looked like it was a strike, a little off-speed pitch from Fagan.
Yeah, it looked like he threw a curveball breaking outside. Gallagher had just enough on the bat. He was out in front of it, but just enough to foul it off, stay alive.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Fagan winds, delivers to Gallagher. He slaps it to left field, and the left fielder makes a great play on the ball to get the third out. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned here on SHN Sports, your home of Leander Lion Baseball. The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions!
This is Heather Grissom. You're listening to Leander Lion Baseball at SHN Sports.
Welcome back to Westwood High School. That, of course, Mrs. Coach Grissom on the bumper there, bringing us back in. She was a guest on our podcast last night. Some people would have likened the show to a little bit, that part of it, a little Dr. Phil-ish. I was teased by a couple of parents. What is this, Dr. Phil? But it was fun. We had a good time. Make sure you go out and support Guaco Taco, because they're a great host, and we hope to have them host future podcasts for us. Coming to the plate now is, I believe that's Mason Flood.
Yeah, number 12, the
cleanup
first baseman.
hitter, first baseman. I guess I should reset the scoreboard. That would probably help. We're in the bottom of the second. First delivery, a ball from Alexis. It's a 1-0 count. So Flood digs in. Alexis winds, delivers the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Count will even up. And everybody heard that one. I think that might have hit somebody's head. Ding. Some of the best sounds come from baseball games. Pitch is low. It's a 2-1 count. That pitch low as well, and it's a 3-1 count. Alexis working pretty quickly, but having a little difficulty finding the strike zone here against Flood. He's not chasing any of those pitches that are right on the outside of the strike zone. 3-1 delivery. It's in the dirt, and the Warriors have a base runner with nobody out.
That's what happened last inning for Leander. Got their leadoff batter on. He eventually scored. Right now, Leander needs to button down their defense a little bit, see if Alexis can get a ground ball here in turn 2.
Yeah, Peter Dyer, the hitter now for Westwood.
So here we go, Alexis on the mound. First pitch in the dirt low for a ball. Max, good job stopping that, and he throws it back to Alexis on the mound. Runner on first base, Mason Flood, getting a decent lead over at first. Alexis, a right-handed pitcher, looking over his shoulder. Tosses it over to first base. Hudson Ruin easily gets back onto first base.
So it's a 1-0 count here. And we have Gula. No, this is Clements. Oh, no, we're still at Dyer. And Dyer hits a high fly ball to center field. And Kellum under it for out number 1 here in the Warriors second. Thanks for taking over there, Mark.
No,
I
no
appreciate
problem.
it. So Kyle Clements will come to the plate now for Westwood with 1 out, a runner on first base. That runner got on by walk. You know, I always want to call it a walk, but I guess the technical term is base on balls. But you're taught from when you're little that that's a walk. Alexis goes over to first, lets Flood know that he knows he's there. First pitch delivery, foul ball. Clements swinging on that delivery, a little bit off on the contact, and it drove it straight back. That's one, you know, when they foul it straight back like that, you know they're really close to getting a piece of that one. 0-1 count. Clements a pretty good hitter. He was the starter in the 7-5 win for the Lions on Tuesday. He was the starter for Westwood. He's the one that he gave up 5 runs before they pulled him out. But he pitched a long time, and he settled in.
Yep.
And did pretty well. He did great at the plate as well. Alexis back over to first. Counts 1-1. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 0-1. Delivers home. It's 0-2 now. Beautiful pitch there from Alexis.
Good breaking ball, dropped down right about the knees for a strike. 0-2 count now.
You just, this time of year in Texas, you just never know what to wear, Mark.
I know.
Start the day in shorts and end up in a parka.
Yeah, I just checked the temperature. I think it was down to 78. Let me double check. I think it may have dropped even further than that. I'll pull it up here.
0-2 count here.
73 degrees with about a 10-mile-an-hour wind.
Clayton goes to first, and they almost get the runner there. Nice job by Ruin to get up and make sure that ball didn't get into the outfield.
Yeah, they don't need to give him any extra bases here. Good shot by Maddox trying to get him there, but you know, you don't want to be throwing anything past anybody here with runner on first. 1 out.
That one in the dirt, and Flood will be safe at second as he was going on the pitch. You know, it's interesting. It was Ruin during the interview last night that talked about, statistically speaking, the more base, the team with the most bases, actual bases, first, second, third, home, are generally the team that's going to win the game. And it's interesting because that's where the Lions have gotten the lead here. They've gotten more bases, and very observant for a even a senior in high school.
Yeah, when you get somebody on base, we'll talk after the pitch here. Yeah, when you get somebody on base, you put a little pressure on. You see Alexis now throwing over to first a couple times, now looking to go back to second base. So he's got to think about not only the batter, but the base runner as well. He can't really throw anything in the dirt and have a bounce, because then they'll go to the next base.
Yeah, you can kind of force an error. That delivery from Alexis fouled off, and the count remains full. It's
easy to throw a 1-2, 0-2 ball in the dirt, curveball, because if it gets past him, if he's swinging, you may be able to do that. But the catcher, is trained to block that. They're not worrying about anyone on base trying to pick that ball up and throw it down to second or third.
Payoff pitch here from Alexis. And it's low, and that's another walk. And so the Warriors will have 2 runners on here with 1 out. And Gula, the second baseman, he's second. No, he's third base. Gula, the third baseman, is going to come up to the plate to face Alexis. And this is where you'd like to see the sophomore just settle in and throw strikes.
Yeah, I mean, first base is open. They now have a forced play at any infield base, which is fine.
First delivery fouled off by Gula. Strike 1. And you can hear the wind pick up onto the mound.
Oh, I guess it hit him?
I didn't see what happened.
Looked like he was swinging on that.
Yeah, he did
swing at it, but he's giving him first base. Well, we were, checking the book and looking at the ball over there, and then he's trotting down to first base, and now bases are loaded. I guess they're going to say that it hit him, but I heard it hit metal.
Yeah, I did too. It's kind of odd that it would have bounced off his fleshy body and then hit metal from there.
Yeah, and that's Coach Grissom is coming out now.
Heard the dink.
Yeah, coming out to talk to the home plate umpire right now, get an explanation.
Well, if I'm Coach Grissom, he says it hits him on the hands, I want to see his knuckles, because that would be swelling as hard as it hit the bat.
Now he's giving him first base, so base is loaded now with 1 out. And Colton Smith coming up to bat.
Smith, the left fielder for the Warriors. We didn't get to see Smith on Tuesday night. So
made that great catch in left field to end the last inning.
That was an incredible catch. There would have been another run. Kind of robbed Ryan Gallagher of a base hit there, and he slaps it into the gap, and that's going to score 2 runs, maybe 2. There's going to be a play at the plate. Throws there. Lions have an out. Only 1 run scored. I need to learn not to go on ahead and add those runs until they get across. But Westwood does tie it up, and they have runners on first and second.
Yeah, that's
2 outs.
Great throw by Hernandez. Came up. It was kind of a mid-speed grounder in between third and short. Beltran unable to get to it. Salazar unable to get to it. So Beltran, running in on that, picked it up, and a great throw to the plate. Maddox able to catch it and block the potential score there by Clements.
Yeah, Clements got a little chippy about it. He thought Maddox tagged him a little hard or, blocked the plate too much. But great throw there from the left fielder, Omar Hernandez.
Yeah, good job by Maddox to hold that ball and, tag him out. He didn't go in sliding. He came in, standing up. So, hey, you got to protect yourself as a catcher as well.
Yeah, you come in like that and you take one to the chest, that's on you. 0-1 count. And Maddox not afraid to put one on your chest either.
No.
I don't call him Tank for nothing. 0-1 delivery, a little bit in the dirt. Good job by Maddox there. So a 1-1 count. The hitter is Tate Joint. We didn't get a chance to mention Tate tonight other than the lineup, but, we're a big fan of the baseball name. Slap to first, and Ruin with a nice play there at first, and the Lions are out of the side, but we're tied. Stay tuned here on SHN Sports, your home for Leander baseball. We'll be right back. The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions!
Hey, it's Coach Bell. Thanks for y'all tuning in, watching Leander Baseball, SHN Sports. Thanks for coming. Go Lions.
Welcome back to Westwood High School here, home of the Westwood Warriors, where your Lions are tied with the Warriors here as we head into the top of the third inning. And the numbers are lining up as number 3, Luke Wilkins, comes to the plate. So leading off the third, number 3. And, of course, he gets a lot of love here from the Leander fans. No doubt about it. Fan favorite. Fagan delivers outside, ball 1. And it's obvious Fagan is aware of the hitting ability of the 9-hitter for the Lions, Luke Wilkins. Second baseman takes the second delivery outside for a ball. It's 2-0 count here. Again, Peter Fagan, the pitcher for the Warriors here. We're tied 1-1, top of the third. 2-0 delivery outside. It's 3-0, and he's being very cautious with Wilkins. You know, you can work against you, though, if you don't throw strikes, because Wilkins getting on is Wilkins getting on. And he gets on in 4 pitches. So the Lions will have a base runner here, no outs. We'll get back to the top of the order where hot-hitting Noel Salazar is coming up to the plate.
Yeah, good job by Wilkins. None of those were really even close. So 4 straight balls, and he's on base, and that's exactly what Leander needs now since the Warriors, were able to put one on in the second inning, tied up.
Salazar coming up here with a runner on, no out, to face Peter Fagan. It's his second time around to see Fagan. Takes a ball on the first pitch.
Yeah, he was squaring a little bit to bunt. Third baseman is now in on the grass.
Well,
that was a ball, so he pulled it back.
We know Noel can leg it out. Takes the strike as he does turn to bunt and then pulls back. 1-1 count.
A lot of times you're looking at the defense, which defense are you putting on for the bunt, who's covering the bag, kind of opens up some opportunities as a batter.
Salazar gets a piece of that one. It's fouled on the third base side, out of play. It's a 1-2 count. So you'd like to see Salazar stroke one here, preferably to that side over there at left field, but we'll see what he can do. 1-2 count. Fagan winds, delivers. Salazar gets a piece of it to stay alive. Fagan almost fooled him on that one, Mark.
That was a good curveball breaking outside, but really good job by Salazar to just put the bat on it, stay alive. With the count 1-2, Fagan has, a couple pitches that he can, throw away if he wants to, and that was one of them. Turned out to be a really good pitch.
It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count here. There's the delivery, high, 2-2 now.
Yeah, that fastball is kind of getting away from him, so he's going to try and get another ball because he had 4 straight fastballs to Wilkins that weren't even really close. And that one to Salazar was up around his head.
Well, they have specific balls for curve balls and specific balls, kind of like a kicking ball in football. Now, that's when you go check the pitcher's back pocket, see if he's got a file back there. Salazar gets a piece of that one and will remain 2-2. And that one hit my old apartment, Mark.
Yeah, looking over there in the pool right on the outside here. I'm sure there are quite a few balls that splash in that from time to time.
That actually, that was a thing that you could go seek out baseball. They get waterlogged, but 2-2 count here. Runner going, and they get Wilkins in a rundown. He slides.
Oh,
no, they drop the throw, and Wilkins in safely.
Yeah, had the tag down, and the ball popped out when Wilkins was sliding into second base. Shortstop was able to field it, not really cleanly, but able to put the tag on him, and ball popped out. So good job for Leander.
Good
hustle.
hustle.
The ball over and in scoring position now for Salazar.
And good hustle by Wilkins. When he knew he was in a rundown, he was just head down going to second. Salazar with a 2-2 count, and he goes down looking. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, with the left-handed pitcher, most of the time you're going to be breaking to steal on first movement. So, you see a lot of those where they get picked off at first base, but that's a call by the coach. And, you can't wait until they're going to home plate because you're too far behind. So you've got to go on that first movement, and you're hoping that he's going home. He had a good break, but, the pitcher threw it over to first base.
Well, Hernandez will step in here with a runner in scoring position. That, of course, Luke Wilkins, who just got a steal.
Obviously, if there's a right-handed pitcher, you're looking at which foot he's lifting up. The left foot, you're going to go home. Right foot, you're going back to first. But with the left-handed pitcher, different story.
Fagan stays way outside against Hernandez on the first delivery there. It's a 1-0 count. Hernandez, one of the hotter hitters for the Lions.
Yeah,
great fielder, too.
Offensive MVP last game.
Yeah, he didn't participate in the trivia game, which was, by all accounts, pretty difficult Major League Baseball trivia. But evidently Omar Hernandez was sitting at his table rattling off every correct answer. So he's apparently in the encyclopedia of Major League Baseball statistics. And he's up 3-0 here. So Hernandez looking to try to drive Wilkins in from second if he can, or at least advance him with one out here in the top of the third. Fagan delivers outside, and Hernandez has a free bag, and the Lions will have two runners with one out.
Good job by Hernandez getting on first base. It was open, but with one out, you want to different idea of what you want to do. But right now there are two people on base. Hudson Ruin coming up to bat, one of the the heavy hitters for Leander who can drive the ball in the gap, and you really don't want to have too many people on base when he's hitting.
And he was the one, as we mentioned, we talked about the number of bases, and so you get free ones, they start adding up. Ball on the first delivery, and Ruin with the capability of taking it really to any part of this field and getting it over the fence, but especially there on that left field side. 1-0 count. Fagan steps off the rubber to look at Wilkins at second. Wilkins getting into Fagan's head a little bit here. 1-0 count. Wilkins in safe. That was pretty close. Coach Grissom getting the call. Back.
Yeah, kind of a unorthodox move towards second base. Typically you'll see him spin and throw or lift up your leg and go back, but he just kind of reached back and threw it kind of when he was standing on the mound. There's a shot to right field.
Ruin, and it's a fly ball out, and they double Wilkins off as he was going, and that'll be the side. We'll move to the bottom of the third inning. Stay tuned. Leander Baseball on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball.
and go Lions!
It's Coach Kano. You're watching the Leander Lions on SHN Sports. Go Lions.
Welcome back to Westwood High School here, where the score is tied as we head into the bottom of the third inning. Mark, that was a ball that was hit pretty well by Ruin there, but the wind kind of kept it up, and the outfielder was able to get under it. Wilkins was going on that hit, and the Lions end up with a double play there.
Yeah, he was going on contact, going towards third base, and typically, the right fielder was playing a little bit in, a little bit over, just tattooed it right towards him, made the catch and able to, throw him off on second base. But, that's a tough play for the runner unless you're going to wait to see if it hits. And if you do, if it's a base hit, it was relatively short but really hard.
Well, Jack Brinson, the leadoff hitter for the Warriors, steps in here to open the Warrior half of the third, takes the ball from Alexis on the first delivery. The count's 1-0. Second pitch delivery from Alexis, slapped high to left field, and Omar Hernandez with a great play again out in left field. He's pretty much an easy guaranteed out there in the outfield if it's a fly ball like that.
Yeah, he's been solid all year in the outfield, and he showed early on, in this game and earlier in the season as well, that he has a great arm out there, and made that play at the plate with Maddox able to catch the throw on one bounce, perfect throw, and able to tag the runner out at home plate.
He's filled in pretty well on the infield at third base during this season. Big cut from the next hitter, Will Clitheroe. Couldn't catch up to it quite, got a piece of it. 0-1 count. 1 out. Alexis looks at Clitheroe, winds, delivers. Pitches low in the strike zone. The count will even up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thank you for listening tonight. Leander Line Baseball here on SHN Sports. 1-1 delivery. Fouled off by Clitheroe, and it's a 1-2 count. Alexis continues to work pretty well. Both teams gave up 1 run in the second inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Clitheroe digs in. Alexis winds, delivers high. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Two delivery here from Alexis. It's low, and the count is full. You'd like to see Alexis get him a strikeout here.
Yeah, you don't want to put anyone on base right now.
Yeah, you don't want to give them any momentum off of the defensive play they got the last half inning. Payoff pitch, fouled, out of play. It's going to hit the, almost went into the crawfish boil. Reminded the PA to remind everybody to go get some crawfish here. It's kind of a unique food to get at a baseball game.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser and opportunity to make some money here for the program.
Well, that payoff pitch fouled off by Clitheroe, and we'll go for a third payoff pitch here and see what happens. 1 out here, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Alexis winds, delivers, and it's fouled out of play.
A moving car. Nope.
They might get one on a bounce. They did. You can tell it's kind of a dud sound when it hits a car, and everybody laughs. Not my car. Payoff pitch here to Clitheroe again, and he gets it in play. Nice job by Beltran getting over, and he gets a great throw to first for the second out of the Westwood side of the third, and we'll bring up to the plate Ian Cox with nobody on, 2 outs.
Yeah, Beltran had to shift to his left a couple steps, was able to pick it up, gather it, make a good strong throw over to Ruin at first for the second out of the inning.
Pretty good shuffle there. Looked like, I always make football references, but looked kind of like a linebacker sliding out there.
Yeah, he had to move over, had a 2-hop out to him, had to judge that other hop, able to field it cleanly, and good hard throw across the diamond.
Alexis likes the pitch selection and delivers. It's a little inside, ball 1. So Cox will dig back in here. 2 outs, nobody on. Alexis, 1-0 delivery. That's a strike. Nice cutter there. Started inside, came across the plate. 1-1 is your count. Alexis winds, delivers. That one is slapped to center field. Kellum underneath it, and that's out number 3. Stay tuned. We'll head to the top of the 4th. You're listening to SHN Sports, your home for Lion Baseball. We'll be right back.
The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Andy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions!
This is Coach Grissom, and you're listening to Leander Lion Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back to Westwood High School here, home of the Warriors. Lions paying a visit here in 13-6A play to take on the Warriors. It's a 1-1 game as we head into the top of the 4th inning. Both starting pitchers, Fagan and Alexis, working on one-hitters here. Both have given up a run. Coming to the plate for the Lions, Noah Kellum, who made that last out there in center field with that towering fly.
Yeah, once again, the first batter of an inning, and last time he got on for the walk and scored.
So he'll dig in here to face Fagan, the lefty. Lefty versus lefty. That one low for a ball. Second delivery from Fagan. Outside, ball 2. And Kellum will take that bag every time. He got to walk the first at bat. Also a fun interview, Noah Kellum. Did a good job last night. 2-0 delivery. It's a 3-0 count. You know, we missed Beltran, and I never got a chance to figure out why he wasn't there. But, you know, we had the other 3 seniors, and it was a good time. Next season, if we get a podcast for just the one, we're going to have a tougher time as there's a lot more seniors in that next class.
Yeah, I may not be able to get everybody up there, or maybe
we'll have a couple of them.
Or a trivia game of some sort. You know, you move
Some
on in the
teams.
bracket. That's
Yeah.
right. Get a big bracket going, and you get one question. If you get it right, you move on.
Yeah, like a tournament. Double elimination. You're in the losers. You missed that one. Yeah, apparently the questions were pretty tough, though. Fagan delivers. First pitch to Beltran, a strike.
Beltran had that double to left field in the second inning.
Drove in a run. Didn't he?
No, Maddox with
that's
the
right.
sacrifice got him in.
That's right. The runner held at third. Wilkins held at third there on that double.
Yeah, they're shifting towards left field. Right field is wide open if he can get over that first baseman.
That one on the outside corner. It's a 0-2 count.
Yeah, they're shifting over to left, and they're pitching him outside, expecting him to try and hit it to left field.
Runner thinks about going. That pitch outside, 1-2 count. Good job by Beltran to lay off that pitch because it looked pretty good. But it was outside just slightly. 1-2 delivery from Fagan. Beltran hammers it to left field. And the left fielder with another nice play out there in left field for the first out of the Lion fourth.
Yeah, Colton Smith, another good job out there. A little bit tough to see the ball right now with the light that we have right now and the overcast gray sky. So he took a step in, but then he ran about 5 or 6 steps back and was able to catch it on the run, keeping the runner Kellum at first base.
And that's a good description, Mark, because our camera angle, the way this field is and how close it is, the bleachers to the field, we can't really get that part of left field in the camera angle, and we apologize for that, but it is what it is. Maddox takes a strike there to start the at-bat. Big cut from Maddox on the second pitch, and Fagan up 0-2 in this at-bat against Clayton Maddox.
Yeah, Fagan's kind of settled down. That second and third inning, his fastball is kind of getting away from him, so I think he worked a little bit on his mechanics. I'm sure he was thinking about it in the dugout, what he needed to do, and he's right now, getting ahead of the batters. So right now Maddox needs to do something to break up that rhythm.
1-2 delivery here, and it hits the dirt. 2-2 count. And that last fastball, the one before this pitch, it looked like it got away from him a little bit as well. Yeah, there's something going on either with his grip or his point of delivery.
Yeah, I think he may be opening up that front shoulder a little bit, arms dragging.
2-2 count.
That time he kept his front shoulder in, came over the top, and fastball. Pretty good pitch.
Yeah, Maddox able to foul it off to stay alive. The count will stay 2-2.
Yeah, oftentimes you'll see the pitcher open up their shoulder, try and throw a little bit harder. That makes their arm drag a little bit behind them since they're spinning on the top half of their body.
2-2 delivery. Maddox right up the middle. The Warriors have a chance at a double play, and they can't get the handle of the ball, and the Lions will have 2 runners on here with 1 out. Coming to the plate now will be Austin Franco with an RBI opportunity.
Yeah, that's exactly what Leander needed. I mean, they needed to get another base runner on second baseman. Pretty slow grounder. I think he tried to pick it up and flip it in the same motion. Then he tried to just pick it up, and he couldn't get it into his glove. So, Kellum with good speed able to get on second base. I was going to say credit
Kellum there because he hustled down the line to force that bad play, hurry it, so to speak. Fagan delivers, slapped up the middle, and Franco, they're going to get 1. Oh, he did get on second, so that's a double play. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Stay tuned. Leander Lions Baseball on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Andy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions!
This is Heather Grissom. You're listening to Leander Lion Baseball at SHN Sports.
Welcome back. It is a 1-1 game as we move into the bottom of the 4th inning. On the mound for the Lions tonight and pitching a one-hitter, sophomore right-hander, big kid, 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", pushing 6'8".
Yeah.
Adam Alexis. I like to call him the Polish Power, after my man Ivan Putski. Not quite the bodybuilder that Putski was, not yet at least. But he can bring the heat, and he's got great placement on his off-speed pitches and has had a great sophomore season. Coming to the plate now for Westwood is going to be number 12, Mason Flood, to open the 4th for the Warriors, the bottom of the 4th. First delivery. Breaking pitch, ball 1. Stayed up a little high in the zone.
Yeah, Mason Flood had that deep triple the last game into left center field, so he does have power and does have speed.
1-0 delivery. Strike 1. Beautiful pitch there from Alexis to even the count at 1. Crowd quiets a little bit. 1-1 delivery here from Adam.
Good pitch.
Right on the inside corner for the second strike of the at-bat. Great job there by Alexis as he continues to work for Leander. Dealing, as they say. 1-2 delivery. A little bit inside, 2-2 count.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. Twice he's hit low fastballs at the knees on the inside part of the plate, and I think Flood may have been thinking he's going to throw that breaking ball outside, but threw another one inside. Keep him off balance, and there you go.
Chasing one. Maddox drops it, has to get the throw, and Flood's safe because of the throw was a little bit off. And so the Warriors will have a runner at first base with nobody out here to open their fourth inning, which will bring up Peter Dyer to the plate. Well, that was an unfortunate series of events for Leander there, and they're going to see if they can get a fourth out here in the fourth now, because that should have been one.
Yeah, that was a third strike swinging. The ball went out.
And he doesn't go for it, and they get a tag there from the pitcher. It stayed fair. It was a little check swing, but that's out one. The runner will advance, and so essentially there's a sacrifice.
Yeah, that was kind of a check swing bunt. The batter didn't know where the ball went. Really high bounce, and just dropped in right on the inside part of the first base line.
I think he thought maybe it bounced off the plate, which would be foul territory, but not according to the home plate umpire. And great job by Adam Alexis to recognize that and get over and get the – I mean, he didn't hesitate at all. He was going for that ball immediately. First delivery here to the next hitter is Kyle Clements, and he takes a strike looking.
Yeah, he had a walk in the second inning.
He also got tagged in the chest when he tried to score when Omar Hernandez came up with his big cannon in left field and threw him out. 1-1 count. He got a little chippy, Clements did. He wasn't real happy with Montgomery. But Montgomery did what he had to do to get that out and prevent the run. Great throw again from Hernandez there. 1-1 delivery. Missing inside, 2-1 count. One out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Warriors do have a runner at second, Mason Flood. He got on with a walk here to open the fourth. Alexis, 2-1 delivery. Strike on the inside corner, and the count is even up at 2-2.
Yeah, that's been his money pitch tonight, that fastball on the inside part of the plate for a right-hander.
Yes, I was going to say, especially against those righties. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. Take it on the fist maybe. 2-2 delivery. Slapped into play. Salazar gets it at short. He has no play because he was moving left to right, and there'll be runners on the corners here with one out for the Warriors. So Gula will come to the plate now with a opportunity to drive in at least one run here.
Yeah, runners at first and third out. See if the Warriors try and pull something, a little small ball here, if they let them hit away.
Delivery high for a ball.
Franco's in on the grass at third. Ruin's keeping the runner at first, and infield is at double play depth. Middle infield is at depth.
So we got a 1-0 count here. Gula digs in. Alexis winds, pitches. Slap to right field. Right fielder underneath it. Gallagher's made the play. He's throwing home. Another chance for a play at the plate. And no, they're saying he's safe. And it looked like he got the tag, Mark.
Yeah, it looked like Gallagher hung throw to the plate. It was up high to the catcher. So Maddox had to catch the ball, and it looked like he put the tag on his shoulder before he slid around him.
Did they call him out or say?
No, they called him.
Thought.
I'm not sure why the third base.
The Westwood coach would be complaining, right?
Should be Grissom out there talking to him.
Right. That was a great throw from Gallagher there in right field, and you know he's got an arm. We've seen it on numerous nights on the mound. So it's a 2-1 game here now. The Warriors on top. Runner on first base now. Coming up now is going to be Kolten Smith. The left fielder made a couple of good defensive plays for the Warriors that really prevented runs from being scored by the Lions both times.
Yeah. Diving catch up and to his right, then a running catch back and to his right.
Yeah.
And he had a single in the second inning.
Having a pretty good night. Colton Smith, first delivery. It's a ball.
Yeah, right now Alexis needs just to settle down. Runner on first base, 2 outs, needs to get this out.
So Alexis winds, delivers the 1-0 pitch, and it's 2-0. Just missing a little low, look like. So the left fielder for the Warriors will dig in here, 2-0 count. Alexis delivers. Missing again, low, 3-0 count.
Yeah, don't want to put another one on. Here, 2 outs, runner on first base. You have the force out at second. Throw strikes. Wind's blowing in a little bit.
3-0 delivery here from Alexis. And he walks him. And so there'll be 2 runners on here with 2 outs. Coming to the plate now will be Tate Joint, the shortstop.
Yeah, had that hard ground ball to ruin over at first base in the second inning.
So Joint will dig in here to face Alexis. Alexis looks at second base. Winds, delivers. That pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. So Tate Joints digs back into the batter's box. 0-1 count here with 2 outs. Runner on second, runner on first. Alexis just inside of that corner, 1-1 count. Joint laid off of that one.
He's been living there pretty much all night long on that fastball inside part of the plate to the right-handed batter.
It's been effective. He's got 2 hits he's given up, and they have 2 runs, the Warriors do. That one slapped up the middle to Salazar, and he'll be able to get that 3rd out over to Wilkins, and we'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Stay tuned here. You're listening to SHN Sports, home of Lion Baseball.
The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Andy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions!
Hey, it's Coach Mel. Thanks for y'all tuning in, watching Leander Baseball at SHN Sports. Thanks for coming. Go Lions. Works? Yep. All right.
This is Heather Grissom. You're listening to Leander Lion Baseball at SHN Sports.
Welcome back to Warrior Stadium here, where the Lions now trail Westwood by a score of 2-1 as we head into the top of the 5th inning. Coming to the plate for the Lions is that Gallagher? Who is that? It is Ryan Gallagher. He gets that base hit this time. Can't rob him of that one, and he'll be on, swinging on that first pitch, showing that, hey, I can hit the ball too. Yeah. You know, I'm not just a pitcher.
Good job slapping that ball over to left field. A little bit further, may have had a chance to run for second base, but good job once again by Kolton Smith getting over and cutting that off.
So Wilkins will come up to the plate now with runner on, nobody out.
Yeah, had a walk in the 3rd inning.
He turns to bunt. We got a throw over to first, and Gallagher hustles over and dives in safely. It's a 1-0 count to Wilkins. So Wilkins, we'll see if he turns the bunt again here. He does, and he lays down a nice one on the first base side. He might beat it out. He does. And the Lions have runners on first and second here with no outs. Bringing to the plate the top of the order, Noel Salazar.
Yeah, once again, another bunt on the infield, and hard time with the infield for the Warriors picking that ball up cleanly.
On deck for Leander is Omar Hernandez. In the hole, Hudson Ruin. 2 runners on, no outs. Salazar turns to bunt, pulls back. It's a ball. 1-0's the count here. Westwood leads 2-1. Lions have 2 runners on, nobody out here. Salazar turns to bunt and lays a nice one down the third base side, and he's going to beat it out. And the throw goes to first, but not anywhere close to Salazar. Does he not know who was running down the line, Mark?
No, that was a perfect bunt down the third base line. Third base stayed back to cover the bag. Pitcher ran all the way over. By the time he picked it up, Salazar was maybe a step or 2 off of first, and no chance of throwing him out.
And the bases are loaded for Hernandez. And I've been covering baseball for 3 seasons, Mark, and I've seen a couple of good bunts. That is the best bunt I've seen.
Yeah, that was placed perfectly right down the third base line.
Especially situationally with a runner on second, a runner on first. They're going as soon as you turn. And just great job.
Yep.
Great job by Salazar. Great job by the base runners. And the Lions have the bases loaded here for a pretty good hitting Omar Hernandez.
Yeah, right now Leander has stranded about 5 base runners by my count tonight over the last 3 innings. They had 1 run in the second, had 1 stranded. They had 2 in the third and 2 in the fourth. So they have 3 runners on now and no outs, and they've got to take advantage of this.
So Hernandez will step in here with the opportunity to drive in some runs. First delivery from Fagan, a ball in the dirt. That was a pretty good job by the catcher there of the Warriors, Peter Dyer, to keep that in front of him, or else Lions have a runner in. Gallagher's pretty fast. 1-0 delivery. Hernandez turns to bunt, and I don't know how that's a strike, but he had to jump out of the way. But I guess I got that front corner, Mark. 1-1 count.
Yeah, he pulled off of that one thinking it was a ball, but umpire has been calling that inside ball low for a strike. That one looked a little bit more inside than normal, but he called it a strike. They have the corners in, and middle infield getting ready for that double play ball if there's a grounder. But yeah, the corners are playing in right now on Hernandez. So if he can drive something, keep it on the ground and drive it through, or put something in the gap, that'd be great right now.
Takes the ball on that pitch. It's a 2-1 count. He was a little upset that one pitch was called a strike, but he showed good patience there on that delivery from Fagan. 2-1 delivery here from Fagan. Hernandez, big swing, and he fouls it out of play, and it's going to be a 2-2 count.
Right in the middle of the street, missed all the cars. All right, 2-strike approach here for Hernandez.
The Lions have 3 hits here on Fagan. Let's see if Hernandez can add another. And he does.
Nice job.
And that'll score 2 runs, probably. There's going to be a play at the plate. It's cut off, and the Lions do score 2. And they'll still have 2 runners on with no outs.
Yeah, great job of hitting right there. Shortened up a little bit and slapped it in between third and home. And I'm not sure what's going on here, but Salazar just ran over to third base. They have the ball out there on the pitcher's mound. I don't think they called time. So
Guess
good
not.
job by Salazar.
Very alert base running by Noel Salazar.
Coach is calling time right now to see what's going on.
Ruin wanted to get some instruction, I think.
But yeah, the ball wasn't dead, and Salazar just took off and ran towards third base.
Very alert base running there from the junior shortstop. 3-2's the scores. The Lions rake across 2 here in the 5th inning to take the lead, but they still have runners on the corners, no outs, and maybe they're 1 or 2 top power hitters at the plate in Hudson Ruin. Fagan delivers the first pitch. Ruin slaps it right back up to the second baseman. They get 1, turn 2, but the Lions will add an extra run nonetheless. So it is now 4 4-2. And we'll have. Oh, the runner was safe at first?
Oh, he's going out to appeal that, see what the call was.
Well, the Lions may have 2 runners here. We'll see. Or may still have a runner on.
Yeah, it looks like that was just they called him safe at first base. Great job of hitting by Ruin. Runner on, third base, put the ball in play on the ground, able to get the RBI, and he gets on base.
So it's 4-2, 1 out. Runner on first. Fagan winds, delivers. Kellum bailing out a little bit as it came a little close to the chin.
Kellum's gotten on twice tonight with walks.
Well, he's looking for a hit here, but he'll take a walk. 3-0 count, and it's a 2-0 count as Fagan a little worried about Noah Kellum. He must know Noah from prior seasons and not rec ball, but travel ball. 2-0 count. And Kellum slaps it foul on the third base side. Man, he straightens that out. That's a home run.
Yep.
So it's a 2-1 count. 1 out. The Lions lead by a score of 4-2. Fagan, the pitcher for Westwood. Kellum at the plate. Runner on first. Pitch from Fagan. And it's a strike. Kellum was taken all the way there. 2-2 count. Ruin's got a little bit of a lead. There's the pitch. Slapped by Kellum to second. Ruin was going, but they got him. And there's only going to be 1 out as Kellum able to beat that one out, beat the double play out. And so coming to the plate with the runner on first is Anthony Beltran.
Yeah, tried to turn a double play from Tate at short to Clithrow at second, able to get the runner out, Ruin at second, threw a high ball over to Flood at first, but it hit the front of the backstop or the dugout and popped back out. Good job by Peter Dyer running down and getting that ball a catcher.
First pitch, a strike on the outside corner to Beltran. I'd mentioned Beltran missed the podcast last night. I didn't know why. His dad came up between innings and informed me that he was with a lot of friends of the Lions. Well, there's a stolen base there from Kellum. The Leander family had a lot of tragedy happen earlier this week in the unfortunate death of a former student. And Beltran, friends of that family. And so that's where he was. He was with that family. So it's an 0-2 count, his friends as well. And so, obviously that's our prayers and thoughts are with the Feacock family and, as well as Beltran. 1-2 count here. Fagan delivers. High. It's 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Runner on second.
Yeah, love to see Leander played another one here, only up by 2.
And Beltran slaps it to center, but right to the center fielder for the third out. We'll move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Stay tuned here, SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions!
Let's Coach Cano. You're watching the Leander Lions on SHN Sports. Go Lions.
Welcome back to Westwood High School. Not really on the campus, though, Mark. We're kind of down the street, the way that the baseball field is a little bit off of the campus. It's kind of an older stadium, but it's kind of it's unique.
Yeah. No, just driving over, I always have to try and look on the map and pull up the satellite and say, where's this field again and which road goes to? Because I came a different direction from work than I normally do. So I had to cut through the campus and go through the parking lots to kind of pull over here onto this road over here.
Well, like I said, I used to live in these apartments right behind where we're sitting, and so it was easy for me to find the stadium because, before I did any broadcasting, I'd occasionally come over and watch, half game here, few innings there. No particular team I was rooting for, but, you get bored. So only so much swimming you can do.
That's right.
So coming to the plate is Jack Brinson to face Adam Alexis as the home plate umpire turns to tell the PA, come on, man, you don't have to play it that long. Pitch inside for a ball.
Yeah, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Had a strikeout swinging in the first and a fly out to left field in the third.
1-0 count here to Brinson. He slaps it foul, and it's in. No, it gets out of fair play for strike one, 1-1 count.
It's important right now for Leander to get 3 outs here and not let Westwood back in the game. They were trailing 2-1, put 3 runs up, and now they're leading 4-2. You don't want to give them, momentum, give them a run, get a couple base runners on. So let's see if Alexis can just keep throwing strikes and let the defense do their work.
That was a beautiful pitch there for strike 2 from Alexis. Yeah, the Lions jumped on Westwood, got a lead. Westwood tied it up, and then Westwood took the lead, and the Lions in this half inning have jumped back out in front, or the last half inning jumped out in front. And that one slapped to Wilkins, who makes an easy out there at second. So the one down coming to the plate now will be Will Clitheroe. Clitheroe plays second base for Westwood.
He had a strikeout looking and a ground ball to Beltran at third.
So he'll step in here and face Alexis with nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lions lead 4-2. Alexis winds, delivers. Clitheroe tries to lay a bunt down, and he fouls it off of the home plate.
Yeah, it looked like he was almost out of the box when that hit him, so that would have been an out. But his foot was just on the front part of that box.
And Maddox not taking any chances of whether or not that was going to be called foul. He jumped out in front, probably kept him from getting hit by the ball. 0-1 delivery here. Nice pitch, but it's low in the strike zone. 1-1 count. Alexis delivers a 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. He's out ahead in the count here against Clitheroe with 1 out. Looks like Alexis is at about his 74th pitch. Waves off the first pitch selection. 1-2 delivery. Slap to center field, and it's going to be a one-hopper to Kellum, base hit for Clitheroe. So with 1 out, Westwood will have a runner on first for Ian Cox, the next hitter.
He's 0 for 2 as well. Ground out to Salazar at short, and then a fly out to Kellum, center field.
Cox the DH tonight for the starting pitcher, Peter Fagan. 1 out here in the Warrior 5th. Alexis looks to first and decides to turn and throw there. Clitheroe in safely.
Getting a pretty big lead over at first base.
Yeah, he's drawing Alexis' attention for sure. First pitch. Big cut from Flood. Nice throw down to first by Maddox, but Clitheroe in safe. It's an 0-1 count here to Ian Cox.
A little bit bigger lead now at first base.
Yeah, he's trying to get Alexis to throw one into the Warrior dugout. That pitch stays up in the strike zone. It's a 2-1 count.
Kind of staring down Maddox as he's trotting back to first
or
base.
1-1 count, I mean.
Trying to bait him to throw over to first.
Alexis again going over to first. He's going to keep Clithrow close over there.
Yeah, Clithrow's seen his move a couple times now, so he's going to try and test him here. Obviously, he wants to try and get to second base, get in scoring position.
1-1 pitch.
Ooh, good pitch.
Just missed the inside corner, though. 2-1 count. So Ian Cox will dig in here. Alexis glances to first, turns, throws. Clithrow in safely. Alexis looks down, gets the signal from Clayton Maddox on which pitch. Looks at first, delivers. They've got a fly ball to Wilkins, and they double him off. And the Lions will get out of the fifth there without giving up any runs. We'll head to the top of the sixth. Stay tuned. SHN Sports will be right back.
The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions!
Hey, it's Coach Bell. Thanks for y'all tuning in, watching Leander Baseball at SHN Sports. Thanks for coming. Go Lions.
Welcome back to Westwood High School, home of the Warriors, where the Lions lead the Warriors by a score of 4-2. We're heading into the top of the sixth inning. Coming to the plate for the Lions, the catcher, Clayton Maddox.
He's had a sacrifice bunt for the run in the second inning, and then an error on the second baseman when we almost had a Matrix moment with those two ground balls right towards second base. Error on one, and they got the second one out for the double play.
It's deja vu all over again. 1-0 count to Maddox as Fagan delivers high on the first pitch. Second delivery, big cut from Maddox. Could not get a piece of that one. It's a 1-1 count. Fagan working pretty quickly here. 1-1 delivery, low. It's 2-1 count. Maddox wearing the leggings. Here's the pitch from Fagan. And it's a 3-1 count is Maddox, showing that he's seen a few pitches in his lifetime.
Yep.
Being a catcher, you see a lot of them, right? 3-1 delivery. Outside, Maddox will take his bag on 5 pitches.
Good job by Maddox getting on base. That's his job.
That'll bring number 16, Austin Franco, to the plate.
Yeah, in the second, third, fourth, and fifth innings, the leadoff batter has gotten every time on a walk.
And there's going to be a visit paid to the mound. Westwood coach is going to talk to his starting pitcher, Peter Fagan, and they're going to decide whether or not he can pitch anymore. He's at 83 pitches, it looks like, according to the board, so he's still got a few to go, but they're going to go on ahead and bring in a new pitcher, and we'll take a quick break here on SHN Sports. Stay tuned.
The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions!
This is Coach Grissom, and you're listening to Leander Lion Baseball on SHN Sports.
Welcome back to Westwood High School here. We're going to have a new pitcher on the mound, Mark. I'm not sure. It's number 5. I don't have a complete roster.
That is Nathan Potter, number 5.
So Nathan Potter, in relief of Peter Fagan, he'll come in and try to quiet the Lions here in the 6th. The Lions were able to get 3 runs in the 5th to take the lead. What'd you say his name was again, Mark?
Nathan Potter.
Potter. There were a couple of Potters that have gone to Leander over the years and played football and baseball.
Yep.
So I wonder if there's a relation there possible. But it's not such an uncommon name that it may not be. So at the plate again, as we mentioned, Austin Franco, and so he'll be the first to face Potter here for Leander.
Yeah, he's hit it twice to second base, a fly out in the 2nd and a ground out in the 4th.
Well, he's due then here with runner on first, nobody out. Potter winds, delivers, and it's in the dirt, and Maddox will advance as Potter shows that he's got some heat, Mark.
Yeah, Franco squared around a bunt. The ball was
that was a laser.
Yeah, hit it in front of the plate.
Wasn't very accurate, but
hit in front of the plate fastball. Went under the catcher back to the backstop. So easy trot over for Maddox.
1-0 count. Franco turns to indicate bunt, and he pulls back. 2-0 count. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the velocity of those 2 pitches from Nathan Potter. It's a big difference from what Fagan was throwing.
Yeah, good velocity, but control right now in question. So
it's like the wild thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can throw hard, but if you're not throwing strikes, it doesn't make a difference.
True. It's just real scary for the batter.
Franco's squaring around to see if that third baseman, if he crashes and Maddox is just running over to third base with no one covering. So see if he squares around again. First base is in on the grass.
2-0 count. Now it's a 3-0 count as Franco pulls back.
Yep. A little out of control right now. Throwing hard. It seems like he's, I don't know, I've never seen him pitch before, but it looks like he's kind of overthrowing right now.
That's typical of young pitchers. 3-0 delivery. And he gets one over the plate there for strike 1.
Yeah, bunt sign may be on again right now. Franco does a good job of putting the ball in play as he's bunting. First baseman slightly back.
He does turn and lays down a nice one. And they'll get Franco. Oh, it gets by him. And that'll score a run for the Lions as Maddox slides in safely. And Franco, because the throw gets by the catcher, will be at second.
Yeah, good bunt by Franco. The pitcher got it, fired it sidearm over to first base. First base missed it, went over onto the chain link fence over there. They picked it up and then overthrew it back towards the plate as Maddox was coming in, and Franco just ran on over to second base.
So Ryan Gallagher will come up to the plate with a chance to drive in a run. He got a hit in his last at bat and got robbed of a hit his first at bat. Both of them went to left field.
Yep.
We'll see if he can do that again here. He's a lefty. Potter winds, delivers. Gallagher turns like he's going to bunt, pulls back, takes it as a strike. 0-1 count.
Yeah, Franco's good base runner on second base, looking for that opportunity to go over to third.
That takes that pitch as a ball, 1-1 count.
Yeah, he's looking for that third baseman to go too far off the bag, covering the bunt, and he will just run right over to third base.
Pitch outside. They're going to give him a strike on that outside corner. 1-2 count to Gallagher.
Yeah, nobody out. First base is open. He's playing in a little bit at first, see if he can get a ground ball.
He gets a one-hopper. 2 second. He's hustling down the line. They get Gallagher at first, but that advances Franco over to third. So 1 out here, and we'll bring to the plate Luke Wilkins, of course.
Yeah, good job by Gallagher. 2-strike approach. Put the ball in play. He's able to slap it on the ground over the pitcher. Shortstop had to come up and get it, so they move Franco over to third. And, 1 out here, so good job here. Infield is now playing in.
So 90 feet away is Austin Franco. Wilkins takes the first delivery from Potter outside, ball 1. He is bringing, maybe the fastest pitches we've seen all season.
Yeah.
Not quite at that Mason Montgomery level, but pretty close. That one gets by the catcher. Wilkins gets out of the way, but Franco wasn't quite ready to go. So it's a 2-0 count.
Yeah, his brother is yelling at Franco
ribbing
on
him.
third.
Giving him the business.
That's what brothers do.
That's right. 2-0 count.
Love to see one right up the middle here. Ooh.
Almost hit Wilkins. He said it hit his shoulder. The umpire said no, it's a 3-0 count. Wilkins has a lot of fans here. 3-0 count to him with 1 out. Franco at third. Potter delivers. Strike right down the middle. The count's full now to Wilkins. 3-1. I'm sorry. It's a 3-1.
Maybe taking here as well.
There's a pitch. Slap to first. And they hold Franco at third, and they get Wilkins at first for the second out here in the Lions' 6th. And they'll bring to the plate Noel Salazar with an opportunity here to try to drive in Franco.
Salazar tonight, strikeout in the first, strikeout in the third, and then a bunt single in the 5th.
Potter delivers the first pitch. Breaking pitch, high in the strike zone, ball 1. That's the first seeable pitch, really, from 1-0 count. Nathan Potter winds, delivers. It's outside for ball 2. Two-0 count. Salazar fouls it off. 2-1 count.
He liked that pitch. High fastball. He was trying to drive that into right field. You can see them playing slightly over towards the left. The right fielder is shifting over. He's basically in right center field. So if he can drive one into the corner, he's easily got a triple.
2-1 count. Potter's pitch outside. 3-1 count.
So Salazar's looking for his pitch right now, 3-1.
I just felt the raindrop. Hopefully we won't get much of that. To center field, base hit. That'll drive in Franco. And the Lions add to their lead here, and they'll have a runner on first with 2 outs. And you might as well say they'll have a runner on second because that's Noel Salazar over there on first base.
Yeah, good job by Salazar driving that one right up the middle. Good hard fastball, and he hit it hard enough and low enough where the center fielder didn't have a chance to come up and catch that one.
So Omar Hernandez will come to the plate here with Salazar on first to face Nathan Potter and takes a ball on the inside.
Yeah, Salazar has good speed at first. He'll probably get a pretty big lead, but we saw the catcher make some pretty strong throws in the last game, so we'll see what he does here. And now the catcher is heading out to the mound to talk to Potter.
Yeah, he's going to try to calm Potter down. Take 5 miles off those pitches if you have to get them across the plate.
Not sure what year he's in, but looks like a pretty young kid out there with a live arm.
Yeah, for sure. 1-0 count. And Salazar's going, and he's in easily. Yeah. Not even a throw attempt.
Yeah, Potter wasn't looking over at first, and Salazar had a great jump. Was taken off before he lifted that front left foot, and he was easily at second base. Catcher didn't even stand up to throw.
2-0 delivery, and he gets by, and Salazar will move to third. And it'll be a 3-0 count to the hitter, Omar Hernandez. He'll easily take a bag if you want to give it to him. And I think I'm going to get the umbrella out, Mark, just for the equipment's sake.
Yeah,
it's not that bad, but
saw a few drops come down.
Don't want to risk it. 3-0 delivery, and Hernandez is on the bag here with 4 pitches. And so the Lions will have 2 runners on with 2 outs for Hudson Ruin. I'm going to have to make sure I don't get it in front of the camera, though. So if you see part of an umbrella, I apologize.
Looks clear on the camera here.
Yeah, I'm seeing, I think we're okay here.
Yeah, wind is picking up now, almost blowing in our face here from right field.
Yeah, it's blowing directly in just about as the flag is starting to wave this direction. And we have a conference at the mound for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're going to make a pitching change here.
Well, that might be a mistake, because if the weather continues bad beyond the 5th and they decide to call the game, it's the game. So
Down the mound for the Warriors, number 13, Chase Line.
So they're bringing in Chase. Did he say Lime?
Let me pull it up here. Look at the roster. 13, Jace Line, L-Y-N-E.
So Jace Line in relief here of Potter. And so the Lions forcing the third pitcher of the Warriors to come out and try to see if he can slow this hot-hitting Leander Line baseball team, Mark. They've been cranking out hits over the last 3 games like it's, just a habit.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job of putting the bat on the ball and hitting it hard. But a lot of these, we've also seen a lot of bunts as well. So they've been hitting singles, a couple doubles, and, extra bases every now and then. But they're also getting on by walks and moving the batters over, or the runners over, and getting hits with bunts as well.
Well, with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning, the Lions have runners on the corners. Austin Franco, or that's Salazar at third, and Omar Hernandez at first. Franco scored the 1 run here just moments ago, or one of the runs. There were 2 scored.
Yeah, Maddox scored in front of him. They've had 2 runs this inning.
And so Ruin will come to the plate with 2 runners on, 2 outs. Big opportunity here for the senior to try to add to the Lion lead here. He'll be facing Lion. You say it was Lion?
Line, L-Y-N-E, Line.
Line. I'm going to call him Lion, so he's going to give us some contribution.
Yeah, left-handed pitcher here.
And there's some more raindrops coming in. That pitch high for a ball. This is when you kind of wish you were in the press box.
Yep.
It's not that bad, but it's bad enough that we need to protect the equipment here with the umbrella. That one fouled back, 1-1 count. Yeah, if it keeps up, we might not get a post-game interview, Mark, because we'll have to just get the equipment put away.
Yep. Let's see if
we'll see how it works out here.
Leander can put another run here on the board, leading 6-2.
1-1 delivery here from line. Big cut from Ruin. He's down 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One-two delivery. And they get him looking for the 3rd out. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Stay tuned. Leander Baseball will be right back. You're listening to SHN Sports.
The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions!
It's Coach Kano. You're watching the Leander Lions on SHN Sports. Go Lions.
Welcome back to Westwood High School. The Lions lead the Warriors here by a score of 6-2 as we head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Adam Alexis remains on the mound for the Lions. He's pitching a 3-hitter, has given up 2 runs. Mason Flood coming to the plate for the Warriors to open the 6th inning. And so you'd like to see if Alexis can go ahead and close this out. He's at 79 pitches, so he's got enough pitches if he can keep the each at bat pitch total down a little bit. Strike 1 on the first delivery.
Right now, what he needs to do is just throw strikes. They're up 6-2. They have 6 outs left here. Defense has been strong tonight. They don't need to give any freebies here, get them on by walks. So just keep throwing strikes and let them make contact with the ball. And
quickly up 0-2 in the count is Alexis over Flood, and you'd like to see him get a quick strikeout here to open the half inning. 0-2 delivery. Hammered down the right side, out of play, foul, and it is still 0-2. That one could have gotten my truck. I didn't hear it, though, so I think we're still good, Misty, if you're listening. I know you're not because you're at that concert at Milburn. 2 balls, no strike count here to Flood. Alexis winds, delivers, and he slaps it, little dribbler to short. Salazar up, makes the catch, and they get him at first for out number 1, and it was a bang-bang play. Nice job by Salazar there.
Yeah, kind of a half swing by Flood towards shortstop. Salazar coming in, fielding it on the grass and making a strong throw across, and good stretch by Ruin over at first, get that first out.
So Peter Dyer will come to the plate here to face Adam Alexis, who continues to work pretty well for the Lions. 1 out here. First delivery to Dyer is a strike. And quickly it's 0-1.
Had a fly out to center field, and then that weird half swing bunt where he got tagged out about 15 feet down the first baseline.
Second delivery, a strike from Alexis, and he's up 0-2 on Dyer.
And that's exactly what he needs to do right now, just throw strikes, move the game along.
Yeah, he's doing very well this evening. As we mentioned, each of his starts, he's really earned the opportunity to continue to be a starting pitcher for the Lions. 0-2 delivery, a little bit high to Dyer. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count now.
Yeah, he's been really consistent all year long. He'll get in some of those trouble innings, but every pitcher does. But he always comes back, and he's doing a really good job. A little bit higher on the pitch count than what we normally see, but you know, he's hanging in there, and the defense is making plays.
2-2 count here. So Dyer in here, 2-2 count. Alexis waves off the first pitch offering from Maddox, accepts the second, delivers, gets him looking for the second out of the side, and he continues to deal on the mound tonight. Great job by the sophomore.
Yeah, great curveball right there on the outside part of the plate for a called third strike.
So Kyle Clements, the right fielder for the Warriors, number 8, will step into the box here to face Alexis with 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning. Alexis winds, delivers, strike 1, and he's just dealing, Mark.
Yep, he's focused right now. He's got a good cushion there. He's got a good defense behind him and doing his job.
0-1 delivery, fouled off. It's 0-2. He got a chance here. Get him a nice strikeout. Be the second of this half inning. No balls, 2 strikes. Alexis winds, delivers. Try to fool him on a breaking pitch. It ends up in the dirt. Dyer lays off of it, 1-2 count. You know, if the video feed isn't the greatest, we have a little bit of trouble with our reception. We lowered the bit rate, but it's been pretty good overall. That one, fly ball, Wilkins under it for the 3rd out. We'll move to the top of the 7th. Stay tuned. You're listening to Lion Baseball on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Amy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions!
This is Heather Grissom. You're listening to Leander Lion Baseball at SHN Sports.
Welcome back to Westwood High School here, where the Lions lead the Warriors at their stadium by a score of 6-2. We're heading into the final inning as long as Westwood isn't able to come back and tie the score. The Lions have an opportunity to try to add to that lead to give a little insurance to a W, which they desperately need, Mark.
Yeah, they do.
It'll be 3 in a row if they get it tonight. And you want to see them make a serious push and give themselves an opportunity at postseason, because you're playing at the level the Lions are playing at. If you can get into postseason, you can make some noise.
Yeah, because postseason play, or even if they get into some type of tiebreaker, with another team, if they're tied for 4th, then you have some good pitchers out there for Leander, and that's all it takes is a good pitcher out there, and you can come away with the win and move into the playoffs.
Yeah, with Gallagher and Alexis as your 2 starters, you can do pretty well in the playoffs and make a nice deep run.
With the way that Leander's been hitting the ball right now,
especially of late,
have a good chance. They just need that opportunity to get in that 4th spot.
So it is Noah Kellum at the plate here. He takes a ball on the first delivery. 1-0 count. Gets a piece of that one and gets by the third baseman for a base hit. And so Kellum's on with nobody out to open the 7th. Single, and it'll bring up Anthony Beltran to see if he can move him around.
Yeah, he's 2 walks tonight, a single to left field. He's been on base basically every time.
Had a good night tonight. Fouls that delivery off. It's an 0-1 count. And the rain picking up a little bit. 0-1 delivery, runner going. Kellum's in safe, and he's got an opportunity maybe to go third, decides not to.
Yeah, had a really good jump on the left-handed pitcher. He was going on first movement. Pitcher was going home, and Kellum easily in at second base. Saw a good, strong throw by the catcher, Dyer, but didn't have a chance to catch Kellum at second base.
Looks like we got an 0-2 count. I thought it was 1-1, but it's 0-2 to Beltran. Kellum at second. Pitch outside, 1-2 count. No outs here in the line, 7th. Beltran looking to try to get an RBI here. He slaps it to the second baseman. Pitcher covers, and they get Beltran at first, but it does advance Kellum to third base, and so you got a sacrifice there from Beltran and 1 out. So to bring Clayton Maddox to the plate. Maddox hitting with some power of late.
Had a sac bunt in the second, an error in the fourth, and a walk in the sixth.
So pitcher winds, delivers. It's a ball. One 0 count. Lyon delivers, fouled off. 1-1. Maddox looking to get an RBI here. Try to add to the line lead. One delivery. Outside. It's 2-1. You're not going to fool Maddox very often at the plate. Consider yourself lucky if you do. Lyon, 2-1 delivery. Drops out of the strike zone. That was a pretty wicked pitch, and Maddox was able to lay off that one. It's a 3-1 count. Lyon winds, delivers. Outside, and Maddox is on. Lions will have runners on the corners here with 1 out. Coming to the plate now, it's going to be Austin. No, we got a pinch hitter. Number 17 is Kyle Lawson. Lawson also hits with some power. He's gotten some opportunities in pinch hit roles this season. Had a little bit of an injury bug. He's gotten beyond that, and he's swinging the bat pretty well when he gets his opportunities.
Yeah, 1 out here. They're up by 4 runs. Runners at first and third. Not sure if they're going to be, running for, or if Maddox is going to take off with the left-handed pitcher. See what Grissom does here with Lawson at the plate. He's got good power.
Looks like they're going to get Maddox in a rundown. They let him go on ahead and take the bag there because they didn't want to risk allowing Kellum with that speed at third to start heading home.
I think they called a dead ball before that. Maybe someone called time. I'm not sure, but they're putting the runner back on first. We have our headset on, so it's hard for us to hear what may be called behind the plate. But, yeah, they called dead ball. Good jump by Maddox.
Lawson must have called timeout or something. Line, pitch, strike 1 to Lawson. Looked like it was a little high. Lawson, a tall kid, though. Bigger strike zone, 0-1 count. And they get Maddox in a rundown. They're going to go for it this time. Maddox in safe. Stolen base for the catcher.
Good job by Maddox going on first movement from that left-handed pitcher. He took off. They threw it to first. First base held on to just slightly longer than he probably needed to. Maddox with good speed stealing and getting into second base safely. So now the infield is in with 1 out.
Lawson takes a strike on the inside corner. Down 0-2. Pitch outside. It's a 1-2 count.
Yeah, perfect opportunity for Lawson here. No force out, no double play, so see a pitch and drive it.
Oh, that one started way outside, and Lawson did a good job of fighting that one off to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's got to protect here, but he's looking for, that ball where he can just drive it through the infield.
Yeah, if it continues to, it's not a bad rain, but it's enough that we'll do the post-game interview, pregame tomorrow or the next game. 2-2 count. I don't want to risk the equipment. This umbrella's doing a pretty good job, but it is picking up slightly. 2-2 delivery. It's a full count as Lawson lays off that wicked-looking pitch.
Yeah, threw a curveball, left it up high and outside. Good job by Lawson not biting on that one. So 3-2 count. He's looking for, probably going to throw a fastball here. He's looking for it.
Chases one outside. That's the second out of the Lions' 7th.
That was a pretty good pitch right there by Lyon. It was a fastball outside, but with the 2 strikes, and it tailed on him because he's a left-handed pitcher, so it tailed outside and unable to catch up with that one. So now 2 outs with runners at second and third. They have a pinch runner in.
We got a pinch hitter too, number 22 for Leander.
Yeah, that's Bryson Moore.
Yeah.
And they have a pinch runner in, Angel Ramey, now running at second base. And now the drops are coming down a lot bigger and harder.
Yeah, we may have to end the broadcast if it gets too much worse. I'm sorry the umbrella might be blocking your view, but I got to protect the equipment.
Actually, it's clear. You see a little bit on the right side, but not bad.
That's a second strike. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Or 1-1 count, rather, with 2 outs. That's a base hit. That'll drive in 2. Or at least 1. There's a play at the plate.
They cut it.
2 are going to score.
Good job by Bryson Moore. Single to right field, driving in 2 runs.
So that'll bring to the plate number 3. And that, of course, Luke Wilkins. Coach going to take a timeout, talk to Wilkins.
Looks like they're going to pinch hit for him as well. Calling him back in.
Okay, looks like it died down back to a more reasonable level.
Score is now 8-2. And it looks like Major Maiden is now coming in to bat for Leander.
Yeah, that's a pretty good choice to pinch hit. Mr. Maiden hits with power from the left-handed side of the plate. So the Lions have a runner on first base with 2 outs for Maiden. Lyon delivers a strike on the first pitch.
Yes.
Maiden taking all the way there.
Slow curveball there by the pitcher Lyon, able to drop it over the plate.
Second pitch, Maiden swings, strike 2.
Now it's a fastball on the outside part of the plate. So he's seen both pitches here, and the rain's starting to come down a little bit harder now.
Maiden hammers it down the right field side, and it's foul. Doesn't quite reach the fence. It's still an 0-2 count. Mark, we may have to go on ahead and end this.
Yeah, let me hold the umbrella here. Got a better angle here.
Well,
you may not be able to see
it's getting
much.
this. Yeah, we got to cover that as well. We'll just go audio here, I guess. Try to go up a little higher.
Last pitch was a ball, 1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Cut, and there's an out, and that's the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Stay tuned. We'll try to bring you the last half inning here, depending on weather. We're going to have
The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank its corporate sponsors: Adobe, Andy Maddox with Allstate, Austin Simply Fit, David Berg and Brian Brown with Crazy Cheetah Gear, Lowe's, Malik & Company, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Timmons Insurance Agency. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. Go Lions! The Leander Lions Baseball Booster Club would like to thank those individuals who stepped up in sponsorship of Leander Baseball this season. At the single level, Cindy Brickley. At the double level, Emily Seaman Smith. At the triple level, Linda Spear. At the Grand Slam level, Don and Tina Dunbar, Crystal Falls Men's Golf. And at the platinum level, Joe and Lisa Anger Amy. Thank you for sponsoring Leander Baseball. And go Lions!
Yeah, Mark, we're going to do the best we can here. We're going to go ahead and take the crowd mics out. We're going to protect this equipment more so than finish the game here, but we're going to do our best here to bring it to you. We may get it called here. It's coming down pretty hard. And the umbrella's doing a good job, but not as great a job as you'd like. We got a hit on the first delivery to center field. Kellum's got the first out here. It's 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Now batting left fielder number 16, Kolten Smith.
Yeah, let's see if this will hold off just for a little bit longer. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Strike by Alexis. 0-1 count. Yeah, rain is lessening up a little bit, but we've had some pretty hard.
1-1. Yeah, there's some big drops. I wish I had a towel. That would be the best thing.
That's a ball outside by Alexis. Count goes to 2-1.
Two balls, 1 strike. Alexis, 1 out. Wines delivers. Slapped up the middle. That's a base hit. And Westwood will have a runner with 1 out. Seems like it might lighten up here. That'll bring up Tate Joint for Westwood. So, you know, we're going to try to do the best we can here, folks, to bring you the last half inning and protect this equipment. I apologize that the umbrella might be blocking your view, but I'm trying to save our broadcast equipment so we can bring you the rest of the season, right? And we got a new hitter up.
Looks like number 11. They announced him as Jason Lynn. I'll try and double check that here on the roster.
Gonna have to stick some silicone packets with the equipment.
Yeah, Jeffrey Ling. It's hard to read here, but it looks like L-I-N-G.
So I'm going to try to let you see it here, but I got to keep that camera covered as best I can. Strike on the inside corner. I'm sorry the scoreboard's going to not be as easily updated as it has been. There is a runner on first base. And we got a foul. So it's an 0-2 count. One out. A runner on first base.
Yeah, Alexis right now
Alexis looking to get a complete game here.
Yeah, looking for that double play ground ball right here. See if he can get it here in this game with Leander up 8-2 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Foul off. It'll still be an 0-2 count. Hey, Mark, turn the camera that way. That's part of our pro.
Yeah, I guess that was knocked a little bit when we were trying to
protect it.
Cover up here from the rain. 0-2 count here for Alexis.
There's the pitch inside. 1-2 count. As Westwood thinks they're going to rally here with an 8-2 lead. I'm not going to say it's not possible. Lions needing 2 outs. 1-2 count. Fouled off by Ling.
Leander with the strong showing tonight here at Westwood. Just need 2 more outs.
Looks like it's died down enough. We can get back to broadcasting. It is a 2-2 count here. And we have...
Looks like he may have seen lightning or something. I'm not sure. He looks like home plate umpire is now walking over to the coach.
2-2 count
I'm not
here
sure what
with 1 out. We'll see what he says here. He may be ready to call the game.
He's yelling at someone in the dugout, I believe. The other umpire is now walking over to the home plate umpire on the first base side, motioning down there. The head coach for Westwood is walking towards the end of the dugout.
Somebody got a laser or something over there? Who knows? I think the weather. What'd he say? Everybody off the field? All right, so we're going to have to break this down because we got to get out of the bleachers, Mark.
Yep.
So right now it's 8-2. I apologize. Look for the tweet. We'll bring you the final by Twitter. We're going to go on ahead and end this broadcast with the Lions leading 8-2. I apologize, but we got to get out of the bleachers. Leander Line Baseball, SHN Sports. Thanks for listening.